Hey guys, welcome to MMA Insider, where we talk about anything and everything related to MMA. In this video, we'll look at how Makhachev goes off at the UFC, Izzy's prediction before his fight, and finally, Sean O'Malley left speechless after Jake Paul's performance. When he demolished Charles Oliveira in his most recent bout, Islam Makhachev cemented his position as one of the top competitors on the UFC roster. For his maiden title defense, the lightweight champion has been forced to request that the promotion provide a contract. Most people would find it intimidating to make their championship fight debut at a major event like UFC 280, but the Dagestani proved exactly how skilled he is with an outstanding performance. The prodigy has a list of alternatives for who should come after him, with Alexander Volkanovski appearing to be the most likely. Islam Makhachev expressed his opinions on social media and requested that the UFC stop playing games and provide him a contract, no matter the venue or opponent. This is what he had to say. "I'm not sure what the UFC wants. February Australia or March Vegas. I honestly don't care about the location and opponent. I never choose opponents. Just send a contract and stop playing games." There's no official announcement on who Islam Makhachev will face next. The most likely opponent for the 155 champion is the aforementioned Alexander Volkanovski. Following UFC 280, the two met in the octagon and appeared to agree on a matchup. The venue was reportedly Australia, the home nation of the featherweight champion. The seemingly unstoppable Beneil Dariush, who's currently ranked number 4 after shooting up the rankings, is another strong option for a rival. For our next story, Israel Adesanya is getting ready to take on Alex Pereira at Madison Square Garden's main event the following weekend. The fight, which serves as the main event of UFC 281, is one of the most eagerly anticipated contests of the year. The last stylebender was interviewed by TMZ Sports prior to the fight. The middleweight champion gave the following reasons when questioned about his inspiration for the fight. "I already know this has happened in my reality, but he already knows what I can do to him as well, without a referee to save him. So that's the exciting thing about this fight. We'll find out. Am I going to get knocked out, or is he going to get knocked out?" Adesanya was recently interviewed by Combat TV, where he spoke about the confidence he has in the strategy for this fight. "Yeah, I like the game plan we have. Plan A and B. So yeah, I'll stick to A. But if we need to go to B, then I can freestyle as well. That's my thing. So I'm ready for whatever." Adesanya will be attempting to correct the record and show that he is still the best in the middleweight division, despite suffering 2 defeats to Alex Pereira in the kickboxing ring. Without the referee's intervention, Adesanya believes he would have defeated Pereira. Contrary to popular belief, the clashes with Pereira in the past were far more heavily contested. In kickboxing, the referee will intervene to give an opponent a standing 8 count to check if they can continue, according to Adesanya. There's no such thing in MMA. But we have to wait for UFC 281 to find that out. Who do you think will win? Tell us in the comments below. For our last story, the 8-round back-and-forth boxing match between Jake Paul and Anderson Silva left Sean O'Malley speechless. While praising both competitors, Sugar added that he felt for the MMA community because Paul prevailed over MMA legend Silva. In the most challenging test of this pugilism career so far, the Problem Child defeated the Spider to the delight of 14,000 spectators present at Desert Diamond Arena. Both fighters put on a performance. The American won the fight by unanimous decision after a devastating knockdown in the final round of the fight. Despite the fact that Sugar was thrilled that his friend Jake Paul had his hand raised, he couldn't help but feel bad for the Spider. This is what he had to say. "That was probably the best boxing match I've ever seen. I literally don't watch boxing like ever. I watch a couple of them here and there. But Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva was sick, especially the front low live right there. I was going for Jake because I like Jake. He's one of my buddies. But for some reason, it was hard when you knocked down Anderson. I just felt for the MMA community. Not even the MMA community F that. I felt for Anderson. Like, oh god, he's 47, but he looked impressive." Speaking on the MMA Hour, Sean O'Malley reacted to the idea of a fight between Paul and Diaz. "I always want to see the biggest fights. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz is the biggest fight. That's what I would like to see. Jake wants to be taken more seriously and fight a real boxer and go after a belt. But you might as well fight Nate Diaz. I don't know if Nate takes that fight. Jake looked good. It's not like Nate looked at him and thought I could go in there and whip him. We don't know when the fight will happen, but we will make sure to keep you updated. If you like our content, make sure to subscribe and we'll bring you the latest and most interesting MMA stories. What do you guys want to see next? Tell us in the comments below.